Hi, you can call me the Gaming Science Teacher, and welcome to your rundown of Oculus Quest-centric VR news. In roughly the past 2 weeks, I think personally one of the biggest pieces of news is the Oculus version 29 software update that has come to our Quest headsets. First and foremost, a feature that I am actually making use of right now is that when you are casting to a web browser or recording internally on the headset, you can now use the built-in microphone on the Oculus Quest to capture your voice along with the game audio all in one recording. I no longer have to clip a lav mic to my collar and then use video editing software to combine them and go through all of that hassle. This is so much simpler. I realized that someone like a more professional content creator might actually like the option of using a nice quality microphone and having your voice audio and game audio on 2 separate tracks for editing purposes. But for the average person who just wants to record something cool in VR and then share it with their friends or their family or on social media, this simplifies things so much. In conjunction with that, there is also now a file explorer file browser inside the Quest headset, which means that you can open up the Oculus browser inside your headset, and any of those photos or videos that you took, you can upload them directly to YouTube or Twitter, or even open up an email and send it to a family member. So those are some really great convenience, quality of life features that I'm super happy about. Also, multi-user accounts and app sharing are now available for Oculus Quest 1 owners. Those features have been available in the Quest 2 for a little while now. Quest 1 owners now have access to those. There's a new casting feature coming to iOS users, specifically compatible with iPhone XS and newer, called Live Overlay. This is similar to the casting feature that we're familiar with, but additionally, the iPhone camera will capture the person in the experience and kind of crop out the background and then overlay their live video on top of the first-person VR experience that you're casting. So not quite a full-blown mixed reality capture, but maybe a half step toward it. So interesting to see some more content creation options and features coming out. Unfortunately, that is only for those iOS users, though. Another feature that is coming to iOS users is notifications inside your headset. So iPhone 7 or above, if you want to, you can turn on the option to have your lock screen notifications show up in your headset. This one is planned to eventually come to Android users as well. I'm an Android user myself, and this is kind of an interesting feature. Most of the time, I think I want to be fully immersed and not bothered while I'm in VR, but sometimes I could think of a situation where I might want to be able to get those notifications. Say, for example, I've ordered some Chinese food, and it's going to be like 45 minutes or so, and I need to get that text message or that call saying, hey, I'm at your apartment complex, how do I find your building and deliver your food? So we'll see that coming to Android users in the future. Finally, in the blog post where Oculus describes these updates, at the very end they just kind of slipped a little something in there mentioning that there will now be ads for Oculus content inside the Oculus app on your mobile phone. So you're on your phone, maybe browsing through the library, and you could see an ad for Superhot or Vacation Simulator or something like that. Is this an indication that in the future they could then start showing ads inside our headsets? I don't know. We'll have to see about that one. Also, along with hardware, more in the realm of accessories, VR Cover has released a minimal foam for the Oculus Quest 2 facial interface and foam replacement. So I'm actually using a nice magenta facial interface from VR Cover. Of course, you can't see it here, but they have those interfaces in a nice variety of colors. And when you purchase that, it comes with a standard foam, and it comes with a thicker, more plush comfort foam. I personally really like the standard foam, but now if you want to get your eyeballs even closer to the screen and have a very thin padding to ostensibly enhance your field of view by a little bit, you can now optionally purchase that minimal foam separately if you'd like. Now, a new software announcements. Monologic Games has confirmed that Ven VR Adventure is on schedule for a Q3 release on the Oculus Quest. This is already available for PC VR, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out on Quest. It really looks like a bit of a throwback to Crash Bandicoot. It's a third-person platformer, so I'm looking forward to that one. Happy Giant Games also made an announcement that Sam & Max VR is going to be postponed to early July. And Smash Drums by Potemworks has announced a release date of June 17th, so it's coming very soon. But right now, you can check out the demo, the free demo for Smash Drums on App Lab. Arvory has announced Yuki. These are the creators of the Pixel Ripped series, if you're familiar with that. And this new game, Yuki, is described by them as a bullet hell and a roguelike kind of smashed together in VR. And they've announced that that's going to be coming this summer. So something to look forward to there. The Night of Nephired, I might be saying that totally wrong, by VR RPG Inc., has been announced for 2022. Now, their previous title in the series, called The Night of Queen, is currently available on App Lab. So this is going to be the next game in the series, and it looks a lot like a kind of a traditional turn-based style JRPG for VR, so I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that one. iLlusions, of course, the developers of Space Pirate Trainer, have recently announced Space Pirate Arena. They have announced that it should be coming this year, and if you don't know, Space Pirate Arena is going to be a 10 meter by 10 meter arena scale game. So this is a multiplayer game. You're going to go find an indoor gymnasium or an empty warehouse or some large space where you can clear out 10 by 10 meters, and a bunch of your friends and your quests, and play this multiplayer arena game. There's even a level editor in it. So that's going to be really interesting to see how they roll that out, according to them, this year. Hellsweeper VR was just announced by Mixed Realms. These are the developers of Sirento. Their brand new game, Hellsweeper VR, they showed off some pre-alpha footage of it, so it's still early in development, and they described it as giving you the experience of performing movie-worthy, god-like fight sequences in VR. So that'll be an interesting one to keep your eyes out for, especially if you enjoyed Sirento. New software releases in the past 2 weeks in the main Oculus Quest store. These include Blue Planet VR Explore by Blue Planet VR. That's $25. This is a collection of photogrammetry scenes from all over the world, architecture and famous historical sites to natural geological features. I haven't checked it out myself yet, but this definitely seems like a really cool one with a lot of educational potential. Puzzle Bobble VR Vacation Odyssey was released in a cooperation between Servios and Taito Corporation. So Puzzle Bobble is a popular puzzle game franchise out of Japan, and their newest installment in the series is for VR headsets. This is $20 on the Quest store. Forever Bowl from Forever Games is now out, and that's $20. It's a bowling simulator. It seems like it has kind of like an early 90s aesthetic with some of the decor and the music. Interesting to see there's now 2 bowling simulator games out on Quest. They're both priced at $20. Interesting to see whether Forever Bowl or Premium Bowling, one has any kind of advantage over the other, how they'll compete with each other. Carve Snowboarding by Chuhai Labs, also released. It is $20 on the store, and obviously a snowboarding game. This is from the creator of 1080 Snowboarding, so if that was a game you enjoyed, Carve Snowboarding is basically its spiritual successor in virtual reality. Finally, in the main store, Stones of Harlath just released from Garage Collective. This is a $10 game in the store, and it is a first-person adventure game where you play as a battle mage. Now, besides the main store, we also have App Lab games releasing, and there is just no way to keep up with all of the games being churned out on App Lab, but I'm just going to highlight a couple of them. Touring Carts from Ivanovich Games. You may have seen some information about Touring Carts on other platforms quite a ways back. Now Touring Carts is available on the Quest through App Lab. It's a free game on App Lab. The cross-platform multiplayer, the various comfort options, all there for you in the free game on App Labs, but then there is an additional pro version available separately for $15. So if you want additional customization, some additional options, you can support the devs by purchasing the $15 pro version. Alt Deus Beyond Chronos from My Dearest is a full game on the Quest store. I actually covered it previously if you want to check it out. It's a visual novel in VR, and they recently put out a free demo on App Lab. So this is a meaty, lengthy game with a lot of content in it, and it is a higher priced game in the store. So if you're a little bit hesitant to spend the money on it without knowing what you're getting into, then head over to App Lab, get the free demo, and check it out, because it's pretty cool. Go Through is an app and a company. They recently put their free utility app on App Lab for the Quest, and they're kind of a virtual tour company, and they utilize like Google Maps integrations, and so businesses and other people who want to promote their location or something like that can use their service. And they can create a custom tour, and then their clients or other people can view it on this free app called Go Through. So it's available for free on the store, but as just a consumer and end user, it looks to me like it has the potential to be a Wander alternative. I haven't actually gone into it to check it out yet, so I need to dig a little deeper to confirm that, but it really makes me wonder if you could just use it as an alternative to the Wander app from the main store and have this kind of Google Maps Street View type of app for free. Gym Masters by VFit Training is another free app available on App Lab. This is a story-driven fitness game. You don't often hear those two things combined in the same sentence. Story-driven fitness. So it has a kind of like an 80s theme, and you're the leader of this gym, almost kind of Pokemon style. You're a gym leader, but you're trying to build up the prestige of your gym and make it the best gym in town, and along the way you do these fitness mini games. So it sounds like really fun, kind of like a goofy, lighthearted take, but it also works the actual fitness mini games in there as well. Finally, the last App Lab release I'll highlight is the Agency tech demo from Iris VR. This is a free tech demo, and I stress, it is a tech demo. It's not a game. Don't expect to play a game. It's not a playable demo. It's just a couple of scenes in succession, one after the other. There's no interaction. There's no locomotion. You do have use of your arms and hands inside the scenes, and you can fully look around. And there's some characters walking around and doing things in those scenes, but it's very brief. There's no playable content. It's just a technical demonstration of what can be done on mobile hardware on the Quest using the Google Seurat technology, and it looks really cool. It's a cyberpunk atmosphere, and is stated by the creator, Blair Renault, also known as Anti-Cleric, to be a tech demo for an upcoming Quest game. Now, he's currently working on a PC VR game called Lo-Fi, and I'm sure that's where his attention is squarely focused, and it's a very small dev team, so I wouldn't expect to see agency coming anytime soon, but something to definitely keep an eye on, because it's really incredible what can be done on mobile hardware like the Quest. As I mentioned, there are a ton more apps on App Lab. That was only a select few, so go check it out. Go to App Lab. Go to one of the App Lab aggregators, as they are, and see what's out there. There's so much free content. Some of the content there is, a little bit lower quality, but some of it is fantastic, and there's so much there. And these developers need our help to get exposure. Oculus still takes the 30% cut from them to every time they make a sale through App Lab, but they don't get the exposure on the main store. There's no way for people to find those apps except through word of mouth. So if you check out an App Lab game and you like it, tell your friends, post about it on social media, let people know, because these developers need our help to get the word out about their games. All right, in software updates, the big one for me that I was really excited about is the Beat Saber Interscope mixtape music pack. I'm kind of picky about my DLC, and kind of picky about the music that I like to add into Beat Saber. This is only the third music pack I've purchased. I went for Green Day, I went for Imagine Dragons, and now the Interscope mixtape, and I think it's worth it at $10. It has 7 tracks. I'm not in love with all 7 of them. I think there's like 4 or 5 pretty good ones, and some of them are so fun. Counting Stars is a pretty good one, but man, Party Rock Anthem is just such a fun song. It might be my number one. Like, this is just the most fun song on Beat Saber to play. So definitely check that out if you are a Beat Saber player. Guardians, which is an App Lab game, announced update number 7 already. It's not, hasn't been out that long. They're on update number 7, which adds new maps, a new game mode, and more. And they're already teasing update number 8. So Guardians is hard at work on their game. Alcove has added smooth locomotion in their app, which is very nice. Real VR Fishing has announced that the attendance update is postponed to July 5th. And Population 1 has added the Team Deathmatch game mode, but only for a limited time. I do believe after that limited time period, Team Deathmatch goes away. However, you'll still be able to access it in custom lobbies. Contractors has added an update including a survival mode, and Sirento VR Untethered, in addition to announcing their new game, they also announced that they have released an update with Quest 2 enhancements. Finally, the last little bit of news that I have is that the Upload VR Showcase has been announced for June 12th. It's going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific, which is 6 p.m. Eastern or 11 p.m. British Summer Time. It is going to be part of the IGN Summer of Gaming event. And some of the games and developers who have already indicated that they're going to be showing things off at this showcase include After the Fall, which is confirmed to be coming to Quest, Resolution Games, Pistol Whip, and A Township Tale. I found that to be really, really interesting. They immediately jumped on the bandwagon and said, yes, we're going to be part of the Upload VR Showcase. And it makes me wonder if an announcement about coming to Quest might be imminent. A Township Tale is, I don't know if it's massively multiplayer, but it's a multiplayer RPG, and I'd been keeping my eye on it. It was not available for Quest, so my fingers are crossed for hearing that Township Tale might be coming to Quest. All right, that is all the news I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, stay tuned for more. Maybe tell a friend, and remember to never stop learning.